Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's going on? What goes on? What's going on, good people? Give me a second. Let's get the phone up here. We go live on the IG and all that and all that and all that good stuff. Give me a second. We are pulling it up right now. What's going on? Happy Friday, good people. Happy Friday. Happy Freedom Friday. Let us wipe this lens as well and get this thing rolling. Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday, good people. What's the deal? What's happening? What's going on? You are live here on SRDaily, episode 298. Episode 298. Just 2 episodes away from our next milestone, episode 300, which will be on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. We are in 2025. So if I say the date, you know what year, right? It's coming up in 2 days. 2 days, just 2 days away from milestone episode 300. We got some great news. We're gonna talk about it later, man. Sefu Sankofa, what's going on, my good brother? Peace and love. Happy Friday, happy Freedom Friday. Friday is a day where we talk about, focus on, and acknowledge freedom. I mean, every day is a day for freedom, but specifically on Fridays, right? But we are here. We are going to get this show started. Give me 1 second. I am going to hit the share button over here on my Facebook page. Right, we're going to share the show via Facebook in my stories. Right, I'm depending on you guys to share it on your Facebook pages. Right, share it where you can. Share it with 5 to 10 people who may be interested in tuning in. But we are here on this Friday, February 7th, 2025, episode 298 of SRDaily. You know that SRDaily is where personality meets enlightenment. It is a beautiful day out today. Sun is shining. It's, low 40s. We could deal with this. We could get jiggy with this weather. This is good weather, right? Dressed up. Got a super dope event to attend to tonight. Michael Jackson on Broadway. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to get into this show. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We are on Instagram Live as well. And let's start with our first segment of the day on this episode 298. First segment today is our phrase of the day. Today's phrase is all skin folk ain't kinfolk. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. That is extremely important, extremely timely. I think sometimes we forget that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Everybody who looks like you ain't on the same page as you. Everyone who looks like you doesn't have the same mindset as you. Everyone who looks like you doesn't want the same thing that you want. Understand this. And that's for every group of people. Black, white, yellow, red, blue, green, brown, and everybody in between, right? From Africa to America to Asia to South America to Australia. Everybody who look like you ain't like you. And so understand that. Understand that specifically for my black folk, black people, my brothers and my sisters. Please understand that everybody who has your skin tone, everybody who has your complexion, everybody who comes from where you come from, don't got the same mindset as you. There are some people who have been oppressed their whole life. There are some people who have watched their families be broken up by the prison industrial complex, who have in the war on drugs. There are some people who have seen the brutality, have seen and experienced the terrorism firsthand, yet they make excuses, yet they continue to blame you, us, ourselves. Well, if we would have just listened a little better, maybe they wouldn't have. If we would have just, everybody who look like you ain't like you. Just because somebody look like you don't mean they think like you, don't mean they feel like you. And you shouldn't expect them to, right? I mean, we could say like you should, because like, how could you not? Easy, you just don't, right? Like is a really simple thing. It's a really simple concept. I mean, I know for so many it's tough to grasp, but like all skin folk and kinfolk, my beloveds, like that's a fact. And the quicker we embrace that, the quicker we understand this truth, the quicker we accept this reality that everybody who's black ain't rooting for black, right? I mean, we seen the movie Django, right? The Django. Like, there's some people who we're all enslaved. We're all imprisoned. right? And this happens in prison. This really happens. People could want to revolt. People are ready to go in. I don't care if I die. I ain't taking this no more. And there's always going to be somebody to be like, well, maybe we shouldn't do it like that, number one. And then it's going to be somebody else, if not that same person, that's going to go and tell what the plans are. It's going to go and tell the correction officers, tell the warden, tell a slave master what the plans are in hopes that they get some love, right? It ain't even, I mean, part of it is about self-hate and they hate us and they don't. So part of it is that, but part of it is they hope that they could get some love. They hope that they could get some shine over you. Right, so that's why they do that. That's like teacher's pet, we call it back in the days in school, right? So get that through your minds. The quicker you are able to accept that, embrace that, and understand that, acknowledge that, the better you will be able to navigate with your people, because then you will understand that, okay, just because we look alike don't mean we think alike. Just because we may have similar thoughts or ideals, right? Oh, we need to be free doesn't mean we're willing to do the same things for it. Yo, what's going on, my good brother from Kenya? What's going on? Peace and love. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Love to see you here, my brother. I appreciate you. I hope that you are doing well out there in Kenya. I look forward to having you as a guest on one of these shows one day, right? Maybe, you know, dial in virtually, right? Sign up. I mean, not sign up, but be able to sign in somewhere virtually, and we can have an interview while you in Kenya, my brother. But yeah, man, this is very real, right? Neo-colonialism is no different than colonialism. Talk about it, brother Sefu. Talk about it. He says, Happy Freedom Friday. Then he says, neo-colonialism is no different than colonialism. He said, mastery on another level. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. But this is real, folks. This is real, right? We see it all the time. We see it with the Nation of Islam, with Malcolm X. We've seen it like with the Black Panther Party. We see it with COINTELPRO, right? We seen it just a few years ago, Sefu. You remember they tried to kill a brother, the Black Panther brother. They tried to kill him, sent the black man, shoot his house up. We seen the video. Black man pulls up in a car to shoot up another black man's house. And the black man whose house got shot up has only been trying to liberate black people. Not just black people, all oppressed people. He's been trying to liberate, just working to liberate all oppressed people. And they got a brother to shoot his house up. They got a brother to shoot his house. They always send one of your own. I think it was in a movie. They always send somebody who you know. Talk about the story of, right? You go to Christianity. Talk about the story of Jesus the Christ and Judas, right? Look alike, right? Like, sold them out. It happens. It happens. It happens. We don't think it can happen to us, though. We think our circle is different. However, there are people in your circle who show you signs, who have been showing you signs that they are not for the betterment of your people, of our people, of the people as a whole. They show signs all the time. Signs are always shown. We don't want to believe it, though. We always want to give the benefit of the doubt. And that's the beauty of us as people. That's the beauty of us as black folks, right? We are really good-natured people. We have really good spirits. We really see the best in people. We really see beyond surface, right? But Sefu said, quality over quantity is most important. 100%. It is better to go to war with 5 skilled, focused, right, committed, dedicated, determined, skillful soldiers than to go to war with 300 people who are just on emotion, who got no skill, who got no patience, who don't understand war. Is quality over quantity is always most important. Right, and with that, guys, we're going to move right along to our today's second segment of our show, our Need to Know News of the Day. Great news. I'm super excited. I can finally announce it because it's official. Yesterday became official. All right. It was official before. I wasn't certain, but now I'm certain. Everything is working out. Everything is well. Tuesday, February 11th, this coming Tuesday, it is going down for episode 300 of this show, SRDaily. Episode 300 will be streamed live from Ben & Jerry's in New Jersey, their Riverwalk location, West New York, New Jersey. Episode 300, milestone episode, 1 hour, live audience. It's going down. Audience members, guests will be able to enjoy some free Ben & Jerry's ice cream while we're there for a couple of hours. After the show, we'll be able to mix and mingle and chat and all of that good stuff, right? All of that good stuff. Take some photos, take some flicks, make some videos, right? Eat some ice cream, all of that good stuff. It's going down. This is the first step. Second step. The first step was the meeting. The first step, and now I could talk about it, right? I'm if you know me, I'm a bad mama jammer, man. I'm a bad mama jammer. I'm strategic, I plan, I'm focused. When I'm focused, right? Not always as focused as I would like to be. But now how I was able to make this partnership happen, right? So last year, during my 40-day fast, I did a 40-day fast from, I think, April 22nd, it was 30 days in April 22nd, 31, April 23rd, I think, April 23rd to May 31st, right? So for the last week of April and then the whole May. So that's 31 days in May and then 7 days. So yeah, I think the 23rd, right? Because I ate on June 1st. So I did 40 days water fast last year, right? When I did the 40-day water fast, during that time, Ben & Jerry's was having an event in the city. They were revealing their new, like, I think their new base, the new ingredient that they had, they were, using in their vegan ice cream, the dairy-free ice cream flavors. And in my head, I'm like, damn, I want to go, but I'm fasting, right? I'm not breaking the fast for nobody. But you know what? Let me go and make a connection. And so I go, right? It's a long line, people waiting to get it. Got the Ben & Jerry's thing, right? I forgot where it was at, somewhere downtown. And I'm like, I don't want to wait online. So I talked to someone. I'm like, let me talk to somebody. So I'm like, hey, listen, this is who I am. I'm Sugar Ray LaShawn Marston. I'm an activist, an artist, vegan, big fan of Ben & Jerry's, right? Been vegan for a while. We do this work, do that work, blah, 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 blah. I came down here to talk to somebody. I would love to establish a partnership. Is there anybody I can talk to? They said, well, one of the corporate people is inside, right? Boom, go inside, right? And I chat and I do my thing and I meet Amanda, right? Shout out to Amanda. Amanda is the chief administrator of what I didn't know then that I know now since having a meeting with them just 2 weeks ago, that Ben & Jerry's is an independent franchise, right? They are a franchise and they are independent locations, right? So yes, there's the whole parent company, but then they are independent franchises in different cities and states. And so I didn't know that. So Amanda is chief administrator for New Jersey, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, right? And so we chat, right? She gives me some coupons for some free Ben & Jerry's, gives me her number, say, let's chat, right? This is like last summer sometime, right? Well, I just told you when I did the fast, April and May, I think it was May sometime, right? Because I was already a few weeks into the fast at that point. And then I hit her up. I hit her up a month ago, right? I was thinking about partnerships again, thinking about or preparing to officially launch my company, my business, LaShawn Marston Enterprise. I'm thinking about partnerships. I'm like, you know what? Ben & Jerry's. Let me hit Ben & Jerry's up. So I hit her up. She responds. We chat. We set a meeting. Have a meeting with her and Mackenzie. Mackenzie is the change maker, change agent, right? Does the strategic partnerships and community engagement. We have a meeting, great freaking meeting, telling about some things I'm doing, telling about some things that they're doing and they're looking to do. And so cool, we connect, right? How can we connect? What's the easiest way to connect? I said, y'all got a 300 episode of my talk show coming up. They were really impressed by that. So we would love to host you if you will be open to it. I said, yeah, went back and forth on which location, settled on the Riverwalk location, said it has the most space, can fit about 20 guests seated. I said, that's it. And boom, just like that. Just like that is done. All right. If you know anything about Ben & Jerry's, they are a company that is rooted in social justice and social activism. Their founders have been outspoken since their inception, as I've read about them and researched. Like, yo, this company stands on this stuff, right? They're very, very serious about social justice, social activism, human rights, and, environmental protection and all of that good stuff, which is the work that I'm doing. And so this is the second step, right? First step was the meeting, right? This is the second step, right? And just establishing a good relationship. And that's what's most important to me, good relationship, right? So yeah, I'm excited, man. I reached out to my boy Priceless in Jersey. He's gonna come. He's gonna be a guest. Reached out to my boy Tomik. He's an actor. He's gonna come. He's gonna be a guest. Right. Got some people in Jersey, man. Are gonna show up. Got some people from New York. We're gonna travel, jump on a bus. Some may drive, but super excited, man. Live studio audience, 20 people in the 20 audience members. Gonna have like 4 to 5 guests. Right. I'm gonna roll out the game show. All right, we're going to roll out the game show. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good, man. I'm so freaking excited. Like, this is history. This is Black history. All right. Oh, snap. My top part of my laptop case. Put it off by accident, so it just fell back. But this is Black History, yo. Right? Like Ben and Jerry's has never done anything like this before. Right? I don't know any brother or sister who has done anything like this before in Ben and Jerry's, right? Live talk show, live audience talk show in Ben and Jerry's. This is the first time. First time. It's the first time it's happening, and it's me. It's us. We're doing this. SRDaily, my team, my crew, my people, my supporters. We're doing this. Yes. Right. So yeah, that's our news of the day. Right. Mark your calendars. We will be streaming live on YouTube. We will be streaming live on Facebook, and we will be streaming live on Instagram. Right. Gonna figure it out because I am going to use my phone, most likely to stream. I'll probably still stream Instagram from my phone, use the laptop to stream YouTube and Facebook. I might do it the same way, right? Because obviously it's in person. It's studio audience. I want to be able to flip the camera. I want to be able to like talk to people. I want to be able to do all of the things, make it super fun, super engaging. And so we got work to do this weekend to figure that out. All right, got work to do this weekend to figure out how do we make Tuesday's episode 300 the best episode yet. Right? It's already our first out of no, I'm lying. Not first out of state show. Again, I keep forgetting. I did shows in Maryland. I did shows in Miami when I was down there. I did my shows in Maryland. I did my show. So this is not the first out of state show. My bad. This is the first out of state live audience show. Right? We had 2 live audiences prior. Both were in New York. One was in Queens, Flux Factory. The other was in Harlem at Innovation Charter High School, my ladies' high school. Both were super dope. But it's our first out of state live studio audience show, and I'm freaking stoked. I promise you guys. But let's move right along, right? Let's move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, our tip of the day. We're gonna lighten the mood just a little more, right? That lightened the mood. We're gonna lighten it a little more. Tip of the day is don't eat the last piece of something you didn't buy. Why does this even have to be said? As they say though, common sense ain't so common. Don't eat the last piece of something you didn't buy. Don't do it. Please don't. Do not eat the last piece. Do not eat the last piece of something you did not buy. Do not eat. I'll say it one more time. Don't eat the last piece of something you didn't buy, especially if you aren't even quote unquote family. So I had this brother, this joker, I call him now, right? He's a joker. He's a brother, but he's a joker. It's absolutely a joker. I had this joker staying in my crib, right? I let him stay in my extra room, right? I got an empty room, right? Let him stay in my empty room. He was going to do some things, right? Bull, got a spot for you, brother. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about rent. Got you. Stay here, get yourself together. All right? How long you need to stay? A couple weeks. Okay, cool. Couple weeks. 2 to 4 weeks, I'm thinking, right? He came, said he was going to, had some stuff coming down the pipeline. He was gonna make some moves in a week or so, right? He needed less time. Ended up having more time, right? But it's crazy because I'm like, he really did that. So I had some ziti, right? I had some vegan ziti my homegirl had made, right, for an event. Brought some home, right? We eating, right? I'm like, yo, you can eat, right? It's a lot of food. Boom, we sharing, cool, no problem. Again, everybody wasn't raised the same, right? It's a little bit of ziti left. I take it out the refrigerator to sit on the counter to get to room temperature a little bit before I heat it up. I don't like to take my food from the fridge straight to the fire. I like to heat my food up slowly. I like it to gradually warm up. So I like to take it out, leave it out for a bit till it gets, the cold off, and now it's a little bit room temperature. Then I put it in the fire, on the stove, or in the, well, mostly I heat my food up on the stove. I'm about to say in the oven sometimes, but mostly on the stove, right? Turn this fire up low. So I took the ziti out. Boom, left it on the counter. I go in my room. Right, I come out my room. I go to the bathroom. I hear sizzling. So he's in the kitchen. Cool. I go in the kitchen. Yo, what up, bro? Yo, what's going on, Sugar Ray? I look. My bowl of ziti is empty. He's heating up my ziti. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what? I'm like, you heating up my ziti. He's like, oh, yeah, you said mi casa es su casa, right? I'm like, yeah, but that don't mean you eat the last with somebody. Like, it's the last thing. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Here, bro, you heat it up already. Like, eat it now. I don't even want it no more. But like, and I know that maybe I shouldn't have said nothing if I didn't want it no more. But no, like, you don't eat the last of something, the last piece of something. You don't eat it. It's that you did not buy. You don't do that. You ask. You ask, yo, you gonna eat the rest of this? I might say, hell yeah. I might say, nah, you know what, I'm good. I was going to, but you can have it. But you gotta ask the last. If it's a lot and I say you at the crib, absolutely. But like you gotta have discernment. You gotta have discernment, but everybody ain't got common sense. Everybody ain't raised the same. Common sense ain't so common as the saying goes, right? Mona Love, what's going on? What's going on, baby? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We got the MJ vibes today, baby. We going, it's the MJ vibes today, girl. It's lit. It's going down, baby girl. Happy Freedom Friday. Peace and love. But yeah, just telling a story, man, about this joker who ate the rest of my ziti at my crib, man. And then he had told me he was gonna cook something for me. He ain't never cooked nothing. Never cooked nothing at all. Not for me. He makes stuff for himself. I'm like, yo, jokers. Right? But obviously I have no regrets. I'm always going to do that if I got space. It's always gonna be open to a brother or sister who needs it. Right. I've helped sisters find spaces. I've helped sisters stayed in my crib at my mom's crib while I was gone. Stayed in my mom's crib, right? Like helped to stay at this other brother crib, help this brother stay at that crib. You need a shower. This brother come to my crib, take a shower, right? Like I'm community, man. Like I don't. Some people just say it. I live it, right? I live it by again letting people stay in my crib, letting people eat when they're hungry. You need a place to shower. You can shower, right? You need some clothes. I got you, right? Like I am here for my people. However, don't eat the last piece of something that you didn't buy, man. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy who eats the last baked ziti, vegan ziti. That was so freaking good. Oh my goodness. All right. Like, whew, baby, how it tastes so good. But yeah, we're gonna move right along to our fourth and final segment, guys. Right, that third segment, absolutely true. Again, I was so tight. Ate my ziti. But he ended up getting out of here. I ended up having to tell him he had to leave like another, a few weeks after that. Like, all right, bro, you gotta go. I need that room. I need that space, right? He was upset, left with an attitude, right? But like, how you staying in my crib? Because you say you got no place to stay, but yet you leaving your stuff here and you going for a week. You going for 5 days, 4 days at a time. So you're not gonna use my crib as storage. Right? Say, yo, I need storage. My crib is not for storage. You can sleep in my crib, and clearly, if you need to bring your stuff here, you can bring your stuff here. But you're not going to be using my crib as storage. Like, and I know I said no money, but like, all right, like you using it as storage, you're not really staying. I mean, you got some place to stay. If you want storage, then contribute something. Even buy food. He would go to the store and wouldn't buy me anything, nothing to drink. Right? Like it was terrible, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But as I said, I love who I am. I love how I am. Right? That multiple families have stayed with me. Mi casa es su casa. Same, babe. Same. 100%. 100% as it should be. You got space, make space for your people. However, those people, right, got to be vetted. I guess we got to do some rules next time. Listen, don't eat the last thing. You can eat it. You can eat some. If it's more than a little bit, eat some. But if it's a little bit, save that. Don't eat the rest of my food, man. Right? Don't eat the rest of something you did not buy. I think that's a rule that maybe should be acknowledged, right? Should be spoken when somebody's coming to stay at the crib. Right? But let's move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day. Today's build is on MJ, Michael Jackson. You see the outfit. Today we are going to Broadway to see MJ. I'm so excited. So freaking excited. Like overjoyed. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I've heard mixed reviews, right? However, it's always worth going to see for yourself. It's always worth going to see it for yourself. I love Broadway. I love Broadway plays. I love off Broadway. I love it all. I haven't been to a Broadway play, a musical in a minute. I think the last one I've been to was my nephew's one, and I forgot what the name was. It was a famous singer. It was a play about her life, Carol something story. But it was in Chicago back in 2003. That was the last musical or play I've been to. That was absolutely phenomenal, right? And I love plays. I love musicals. I was in a stage play, right? I love Broadway, off Broadway. I love acting. I love all of it. And you all know I love Michael Jackson, right? I love MJ, man. And so, yeah, this is big. Shout out to my babe, my boo thing, my boo schnickums, right, for making this happen. Definitely been wanting to see it. But like was like because it makes reviews like I do, but I don't and then she's like, well, we going. I was like, okay then, right? The fool said I always ask, what are the rules? Mom taught me your place, your rules, 100%. He mad funny, but yeah, it's going down today, man. Super excited. It's a family affair, right? It's a family affair. Michael Jackson on Broadway. Super dope, right? I remember also going to see Wicked on Broadway. That was like 10 years ago, over 10 years, like about 10 years ago now. I think that was like March 2015. Went to see Wicked on Broadway. Super dope. I want to do more Broadway. I want to see Lion King. Mad stuff I want to see off Broadway. I saw my man Ronald Haney years ago. He did a play called Embody, where he embodied the personas of, I think it was Medgar Evers, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X. It was the four X's. Yeah, it was, Medgar Evers, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X. The four M's, right? Yeah, it was called Embody, where he literally like in his room, he transformed. He spoke in their voices. It was freaking like chilling, actually. Like when I think back, it was a freaking chilling experience. Like, because he was really freaking good. My boy Ronald Haney. Shout out to the thespian. Shout out to my brother. I need to check on him, see what he's up to, man, lately. Right? See what he's doing Tuesday. Get him out to the show. Get him to be a guest. This mother effer recited. He would recite. Right? So again, he's an incredible actor, incredible thespian. He would recite. He committed to memory the Dr. King "I Have a Dream" speech, and he would do it in English and Spanish. He would do it in English and Spanish. And actually, it's because of Ronald Haney that I had my first and only speaking engagement at the New York Poets Cafe back in 2015. Yes, back in 2015, Dr. King's birthday. I flew back home from LA. Right, I was in LA for a little while. I flew back home from LA to speak at the New York Poets Cafe for his Dr. King "I Have a Dream" event. I have a dream speech event, and he does Tango un Sueños, right? Tango un Sueños, I think is how I Have a Dream. I remember it from him, right? But yeah, absolutely incredible, super talented. Again, that was off Broadway. I've seen a couple of other things on Broadway, off Broadway. I love plays. I love theater. Right, we went to my lady and I went to Alvin Ailey a few weeks ago. Right, so the Alvin Ailey, not just the exhibit at the Whitney, but we actually saw the dance. Right, the dance show. It's absolutely phenomenal, absolutely incredible. I love live performance. I love live art. Right, yo, Uncle Dave, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love, Unc. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in, champ. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna hit you up, see what you're doing Tuesday. You need to come to my show. It is in New Jersey. It is not far in New Jersey though. It is right there. West New York, New Jersey, which is like right there. They say it's like 15 minutes from the Port Authority on a bus, 15, 18, I think like 6 stops, something like that. But it's not far. It's not far. Once you get on the bus at the Port Authority, it's pretty quickly. We get there pretty quickly. Peace and blessings, Sister Mecca. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, guys, that's the day. That's the Friday. That's the news. That's the updates. Tuesday is going down. If you are in New York, in New Jersey, you can make it to the live studio audience. Please do let me know. I will be sending out, posting a link to RSVP later today. We have, again, enough seating for 20 people. We'll probably do 10 standing, so 30 people. I'm looking for 4 to 5 guests. Already got about 2. All right. It's going to be great. It's going to be history, right? Live audience, talk show, episode 300. Ben and Jerry's, free ice cream. We're going to chat. I'll probably pick up some toast. I didn't reach out to Toast to get them to sponsor. So probably going to buy some toast, which is fine. Have no problem doing that. And we have some ice cream and some toast, man, and make it a thing. All right. And then I'll be able to bring those 2 brands together, Ben and Jerry's and Toast, for something special. Maybe we have a toast type of toast flavored ice cream. Right. But yeah, it's going down, man. It's really going down. I'm super excited, super grateful. It's gonna be a beautiful weekend. Next weekend is beautiful as well. The rest of the year is gonna be beautiful. I know it's early, and I say that it's gonna be challenges, of course, but it's freaking beautiful, man. Like 2025 is going to be the year of the builders and the creators, right? Because when tragedy strikes and when things seem up in arms, is when the builders, the creators, they come together and they set some order, right? So I'm excited and grateful to be a part of that regime, to be a part of that, not regime, to be a part of that energy that is spreading messages of peace, love, hope, family, unity, freedom, justice, liberation, all that good stuff. But yo, that's the show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. This is episode 298 of SR Daily. We are just 2 episodes away, from our next milestone episode 300. That will be on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, live from Ben & Jerry's, 22 Riverwalk Place, West New York, New Jersey. 8:30 a.m. entrance, 9 a.m. we go live. It's gonna be super duper dope, super incredible. But before then, join us Monday. All right. Today we close out week 60. Join us Monday for episode 299 as we open up week 61. All right. Historic week coming up. Is going down. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Have an incredible weekend. As my lady always says, be great and make it a great one. Peace and love. Holla at you guys later. The power is absolutely within.